It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the King Beyond the Wall and Magnar Thenn. Recently crowned and now needs to unite the rest of the Wildlings in order to march against the wall. Straight off the bat I am going to go for an invasion, claiming Hardholm for one of my commanders, Aegon Heartwhisper. So let's get about going and doing that. We will of course call Tormund because he's supported me in every war, so I don't see why I should stop using him now. Let's get the guys together. Also, diplomacy wise, who's not greatly fond of us? Okay, you're not the most fond, but you're in prison, so there's not much I can do about you. You're in prison. Can I revoke your titles? No. I can exile you. It will increase my tyranny. It's not got enough gold. I mean, he's a lunatic and he's depressed. Let's give you a bit of a torture. Because I'd quite like you to die. If that's at all possible. He's wounded now, which is good. He's got bone armor, which unfortunately I'm not allowed to take, I don't think. I don't have the option to remove this from him. Which is a great shame, really. Right. Thenn is still building up the weaponsmith, which is fine. Tormund's honoured his obligations, which is excellent. Chief Devon, we implore you to go against Skirling Pass. Not right now. I intend to invade Skirling Pass as and when I can. Right, so he's... oh god, he's already got 65%. So we need to stop that and nip that in the bud. Surely we have someone better than a 60 bar. You can go in. Quickly go and take this before he takes it. There we go. My mission to Shivering Forest has been successful. Good. Go to First Forest and take it back for us. And now straight into Hardholm, where we have captured Berta, a Wildling woman. She's complaining. Well, that's fine. She can continue to complain. Gorm Borehall has been a leal and able servant as my law speaker. Yes, he has. I'm not going to give him the chieftain of Thenn. That's madness. Right, we have found him. Clap him in irons. My first trader tells me of his efforts at praising my name and deeds have met with great success. A small army of warriors has converged. Hooray! So we've got some Thenn warriors formed up here. I don't need them, unfortunately. But I'm grateful nonetheless. So we can dissolve you guys. Because Hardholm is now owned by Chief Aegon, who should be very pleased with us. With her, I unfortunately have an agreement until then. So we're going to ignore her for now and go for Skirling Pass. We've got to do one at a time. I can get Skirling Pass for Mance Crowhunter. Who likes me more? You do, and you're a better fighter, so we'll go for him. So let's get going on this one. Let's call Tormund as per usual. You guys can probably go and do it for me. But we'll call in the allies and the vassal levies. I can appoint a new commander. So we'll get Egon in. I can also appoint some elders, so Gior and Erok. Although Erok is not particularly best pleased with us, so let's try and improve relations with him. And Tormund is indeed coming to our aid. So let's see, any prisoners to be released? No. Okay. Weaponsmith being built nicely. Gonna send these troops straight in. Hopefully we'll have a decent victory there. News from the Battle of Skirling Pass. Your bodyguard Len has been slain. That's unfortunate. Send in the second army. I do need to get some more commanders. So let's have a look in the realm and see who is available. Len is 58. But I guess if he is all we have, then that's fine. Do we have any better in our realm? Not really. Let's put Gior just because he's of high birth. And it'll do. Meanwhile, I can appoint another elder. So we'll put Len as an elder and as a bodyguard Bar. That will do for the war. The free folk do not recognise the same concepts of hereditary as those south of the wall and will not hesitate to abandon a weak heir. My heir does not seem to have earned the respect of men yet. So he needs to prove himself. Right, let's end this war. And that is victory for us. Move these guys back up. We are going to have to declare war now on High Chief of the Frozen Shore, Chief Walrus the Great. Disband troops. My first trader is available and up for grabs. Sigorn wants it, so I'm going to give it to him. He can't really do anything wrong with Build Legend. Well, we can try and ransom more prisoners, but they're not going to want to. Getting really good troops from Thenn itself here, which is excellent. Bodger, you're not wounded anymore, so let's go and torture you. The jailers have reported back, and he's now maimed, or crippled rather, which is excellent, because that's all depreciating his health. He's 62. I would really appreciate if he could just die. Chief Garrick, what are you trying to do? Become a High Lord. Let's not do that, please. You want to become my first raider. That's not going to happen. I can find you a wife, though. I've also got a daughter that's unmarried. Let's go with one of the Northern Lords. Can get it with a Bolton, that would be decent. Let's see what he says. Will he have an alliance with me? He will not. Okay. Interesting. What can we do here? Nothing else in Thenn. Do nothing for now. Let's go for... I can't declare war on you, can I? No. So the Frozen Shore. I can have a de jure claim. How many troops you got? 600. Easy peasy. Let's do it. My wife Torhild explains that she's captivated by the grace and strength of hunting birds and begs me for a bird. Surely even the spouse of the Magnar must be allowed to enjoy the noble pastime. Let's give her a big bird. A falcon would serve you well. We're not really spending our money on anything else, so we might as well. Let's call in Tormund. He won't accept a non-aggression pact, which just beggars belief. No. So I am gonna have to go to war with him eventually. Can be lonely during a war campaign, so we can adopt Brog, as he's resulted in my child. No character adopts him. I should adopt the child into my household. He will become one of Thenn. I mean, I guess. Why not? She doesn't really like me that much anyway, just give us some money. Campaign has been proof of Gior's a good person, so we've become close friends. Excellent. She's old. How old am I now? I must be getting on a bit. 44. I'm currently stressed. Right, there's our 16,000 troops. Go into the frozen shore and take it for your king. Scarvel's been a loyal and able servant. Yeah, he has indeed. How are you doing? Are you improving anything? You're improving stewardship, but I really need you to improve martial or something else. She is pretty good at command, to be fair. See if we can intercept him. We're going to take out his army first, so that he can't wander back into my lands. Good, you're improving relations with people. How many people does High Chief Garrick give me? 600, you give me 1, so I'm not going to side with you. There we go, a nice easy victory there. A quick siege of Iceguard, and then a siege of the frozen shore should do it. All going well. What's the laws in the realm? Medium. Let's go medium. Peasant revolt's been obliterated. Come on, before he starts sieging lands. There we go, good. Done and done. So now there's only the Great Ice River and White Tree that are not under our command. So we need to improve relations with him, really. Because he's a High Lord and he's got 3 provinces. Is he good at anything? He's pretty decent at intrigue, but he hates me, so I don't particularly want to put him in that position. Okay, Garrick's good in that as well. You want to fight? Sure, go for it. I can have another commander, so we could put Garrick as a commander. Another venerable elder, Egon. Master of the bow. Let's just give it to Garrick then, because it's not going to make much difference to the walrus. Chiefess Fenya wants to kill Soren Hornfoot. Let's not do that, but I can't stop you. You want to become first raider. I understand why, but you're not going to. You want to kill High Chief Garrick. Just make sure no one is currently going for us. No, okay. That's fine. So the next thing really is to take the gorge. I'm afraid, Tormund, we are just going to need you to fall in place. That's minus 40. Let's just do this then. Good, weaponsmith has been built. Let's get you guys up. And all of you to come to the Fist of the First Men. You guys can get there as well. I doubt he'll have many troops because I've got so many wars that I've called him into. Bless him. I feel a bit sorry for Tormund. He's just been used and abused this whole time. We can also build up some other bits. So we can build up the training grounds, Earth Hill Fort. It's fairly cheap, so we'll do that. Already some people coming round here, so let's stop that. Brog is slow to learn to talk. There's 50% chance he gets a stutter, but 45% chance he gets diligent. And he got diligent, that's good. Nice trait to have. We can appoint a new spy mark. Oh no, he just needs something to do. Go back into Thenn. I can't stop thinking of all those prisoners in my dungeon. Right, is this Tormund's army? Yeah, it's the Gorge. Good, you're improving relations with him. He's been a good diplomat. Been very impressed with him. You want him to become a commander instead of Eric? Yeah, I'll accept that. Quite happy to accept that. You guys are going to come down to the Gorge and take that for me. Meanwhile, Magnar is doing pretty decent. He's improved the morale. Not that we need it, to be fair, right now, but... Your jailer seeks your audience, and they are all covered in blood, and with them they have my captive, Chief Bodger Bloodfang, in chains. They say a band of armed men secretly broke into the cells and tried to set him free. All but one were slain by the guards, and this last one, revealed under questioning, was sent by Aethor Redbeard. Question the prisoner closely. Make him... I can't quite read that. So... 33% chance that he dies. I kind of want that. Doesn't look like he did, but that's okay. Tormund is done. Welcome, Tormund. You can just be released. You've served faithfully, so I'm going to just release you. Oh no, you're not in my prison. Damn, that sucks. Whose prison are you in? Egon. That's annoying. Thank you for your vassal levies. You are most appreciated. Right, so we can appoint a new first... No, the first raider just needs something to do. Why don't you... Nah, train the troops because it's important. Oh my god, he's been released. He's crippled, maimed, depressed and a lunatic, and he's on the loose right now in the Haunted Forest. Oh, you're new. We can invade you. Or I could claim it for Morna Clanbreaker. Do either of you like me? You don't mind me. She's a lunatic, but that's okay. We can deal with that. Let's just get you to give your men. Who else gives me a decent levy? You guys just combine. And then we will send you to deal with this war. And then we are one province away from securing the entirety of the Wildlings. It's not gone too badly. How many will you give me now? Still 200, but we're improving relations with you slowly but steadily. A few people not that fussed. Yikes, I've got some unhappy people. Might have to have a feast. I've spent some time immersed in tomes describing the various cultures surrounding your realm. Though some of what you've learned seems suspect, you've still obtained a better understanding in how to approach foreigners. Your diplomatic ability has improved as a result. So we gain 1 diplomacy there, which is excellent. We can set a new goal now, which we'll just put as a cheeky win the war, because it gives us a martial plus 50. And let's be honest, this war is not going to take an awful lot of time. The recent conversion of Crastus Keep to Thenn has caused great unrest. Oh god, that's a point. Have you been spreading Thenn this whole time? No, you've just been building zeal. Huh. Well, I'm not unhappy with that. The Earth Hill Fort has been built. The war is over. Let's just check what the Earth Hill Fort has given me. So even more troops, even more garrison. Let's go for... what did training grounds give? A little bit more. I'm tempted to invest the funds whilst we're wealthy. And let's end the war here. Dispose of the troops. Check who's in the prison. I don't know who you are. We don't really need you. Thank you. Check what's going on here. Nothing bad against me or my son, so all good. Can I hold a feast? I cannot, but I can go on a grand hunt. Well, let's do a grand hunt before the end of the episode. Oh yes, I need to do this, don't I? What about amass wealth? Lifestyle. Could go for a Valyrian steel sword, I guess. While chasing an agile deer, my horse stumbled and broke his leg. Luckily I was thrown off, but now my horse is in pain. I presume that means I wasn't thrown off. I'm out in the woods and I see a mighty stag. What are the odds? It would look really good above my fireplace, so 61% chance no effect, 20% chance we gain a martial, 4% maimed, 1% die. Let's go, what are the odds? Can't risk the death here. Proud of my hunting abilities, excellent. And she is the last one that we can declare war on, although she can call the Gorge, interestingly enough. But I am going to have to end the episode here. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider leaving a like. All support is greatly appreciated. Comment with any hints, tips or lore pieces that you might have to add. And subscribe for more content, because there's plenty coming out on the channel right now, and hopefully you're enjoying it. And I'll see you all in the next episode.